Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else in between, it is officially September, which means that NBA 2K20 is basically here. And today, guys, I'm going to be revealing my day one squad in NBA 2K20. I thought about it for like days, and I was trying to see like exactly what I wanted. Because again, in 2K20, there's going to be a line of restrictions, there's going to be position locks and stuff like that. So you got to be very smart about what players you're going to be picking. And finally, after thinking about it for a few days, I finally have my day one squad in NBA 2K20. And before we do get started, guys, there is a code on the screen right now. If you guess the missing number or letter, you end up winning the gift card. If you do win it, tweet it at me, please. And also, if you want to win yourself your own gift card, then just comment down below who are 3 players that you're going to be using day one in NBA 2K20. Let me know down below in the comments. And I mean, without further ado, let's get right into it. Also, I will be giving away copies of NBA 2K20 in the upcoming days. I'll be doing it on Twitter, on Instagram, on Twitch, and on YouTube. So make sure to follow me everywhere. All the links are in the description below, so make sure to follow me. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. And also leave a like if you haven't already, you know, helps me out. Just leave a like on the video. And let's get right into it. Now, the first thing that you want to decide on is, of course, the starter pack. Now, I was leaning towards Hakeem, because, you know, he's a dominant center, one of the greatest centers of all time, one of the most underrated players of all time as well. But I figured he only goes up to a Ruby, so I doubt that he's going to have a three-pointer. He'll be like a good, you know, rebounder and stuff like that. But I can get that elsewhere, so I'm not going with Hakeem, which leaves me D-Rose. Not even gonna get him. And then it pretty much just came down to Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter. Now, T-Mac, I suck with the Galaxy Opal and the Pink Diamond one. And then Vince Carter, I'm pretty good with like any version of his card. However, though, for some reason, 2K loves making Sapphire and Emerald T-Mac better than some Galaxy Opals and Pink Diamonds. So I'm going to be going with Tracy McGrady as our first option. He's going to be like our evolution card that we get, you know, in the beginning. We can upgrade him from an emerald to a ruby, so we're gonna put him as a ruby in the starting lineup, because day one, like, I'm gonna have him as a ruby. Like, he's gonna be my starter pack like player, so like I'm gonna be using him pretty much from day one. So he'll be our starting shooting guard. Now at point guard, this is where it gets tricky, because usually I would run like a shooting guard, maybe a small forward, but this year though, there's restrictions. You can't use, you know, players out of position. So we're gonna go with someone that can drive to the basket, can pull up from anywhere on the floor, and also has a good release. And that, of course, is going to be Ruby Damian Lillard. That right there, guys, like, this card, like, he's gonna be one of the most expensive cards in the game easily, just because, again, he can do everything. He can shoot, he can drive, he can play defense. Not the best defender, but, you know, he can play a little bit of defense. So he's gonna be our starting point guard. Now at small forward, this is actually interesting, because I did not think that 2K would actually do this, but we're gonna have Amethyst Carmelo Anthony as our small forward, because he is going to be available day one. He's like the series from D-Wade, you know, like the packs and the challenges and stuff like that. So he will be available day one, and he's going to be my starting small forward. I don't think we've ever had, actually that's not true, we did have a Diamond Melo pretty much like, you know, week 1 of 2K19, so it wouldn't be the first time, but this time we're gonna get the Amethyst. He's gonna be our starting small forward. Now at power forward, now I was thinking this one, because like there's a lot of big men out there, but I'm the type that plays like a fast-paced, you know, offense. Like, I play pretty much how the Warriors play. So like, just rebound the ball, you know, push it, and then shoot a 3. Very simple, very easy, very good offense in my opinion. So we gotta get someone that can fit that system, and power forward is going to be Amethyst Kevin Durant. I figured he can run power forward. I don't really think many power forwards are gonna be out in the game where like I have to really struggle. Like, Kevin Garnett isn't gonna be, you know, even though Tim Duncan might be available, so I might have to worry about him. But it's okay though. Kevin Durant, he's pretty tall. I'm still hoping that eventually they make him a 7-footer, because let's be honest, he's like 7 foot tall in real life. Like, I don't know why they have him as like, what, 6'9"? At least make him 6'11". That would help out. But he's gonna be our power forward, our starting power forward. And now at center, this one was a little hard, because there's so many centers out there. Like, 2K loves, you know, boosting certain players. And this one was a little difficult, but I'm going to go with my boy, Ruby Porzingis at starting center. He's a power forward, but he's going to be able to play center. He's a power forward center. He's also like, what, 7'3"? So I think I'll be okay with rebounds and stuff like that. I don't think I have to worry about like size down low, because I don't think that many people are going to go with Hakeem. and like, you know, there's not really a dominant center out there day one. So Porzingis, you know, eventually if I get a better center, which I probably will, I'll slide him to the 4, but for now, he'll be our starting center. And there you have it. That's going to be our starting 5 in NBA 2K20 for day 1. And also shout out to my boy Deep in the Queue for making these cards. I wouldn't have been able to make this video without him, so go follow him on Twitter. Go show him some love. And now let's continue the bench, because now the bench is going to be very important. So the first thing is we need a backup point guard. And I'm actually going to go with somebody that I wasn't going to use, but after thinking about it, he's going to be one of the cheesiest cards because badges, they're going to be doing them a little bit differently in 2K20. So we're going to go with Amethyst Steph Curry as our backup point guard. I might eventually start him, but at least for day 1, he'll be the backup for Damian Lillard. Now at shooting guard off the bench, we're going to go with Klay Thompson. Obviously, he'll probably have a dynamic duo with Steph Curry anyway. And also, guys, like I said earlier, like the badges might be a little bit different this year. So they might be one of the very early cards that have like limitless range, deep range Deadeye, catch and shoot, and stuff like that. So even though they might not be, you know, Curry's not the best defender, but he might be one of the best offensive cards early on in the year. And Klay Thompson, he can do everything. That card, like the only reason why I'm not starting him is because I have Tracy McGrady. But if I didn't have T-Mac, Klay Thompson would easily start. One of the best cards early on. He's also going to be one of those expensive cards that you see in my team day 1. Now at small forward, we got somebody that I've been rocking with pretty much every year of 2K. He's so cheesy. He's so good. And eventually he ends up getting a good card. But early on, he gets a really good card too. And that, of course, is going to be Ruby Paul George. He's going to be our backup small forward. This guy has everything. He can play defense. He can drive to the basket. He can shoot the 3-ball. So really good card. He'll be our backup small forward. Now at power forward, I was a little bit like iffy because there's like a lot of good power forwards. Like they're gonna have, I think like Tim Duncan might be available too. But again, I'm not like the post player. I don't really play in the post. I just run, shoot threes, run, shoot threes. Very simple offense. Very easy. So we're gonna go with Anthony Davis. Now I know you know I literally just said shoot threes, but Anthony Davis, they always give him a beautiful release. Like he's one of my favorite big men with the release, and I love that he ends up becoming the final card for collecting all the cards in NBA 2K20 because he'll probably end up being my power forward or center at the end of the year. So he's gonna be our backup power forward. Once again, he'll probably have a 3-pointer. He'll be an Amethyst. He's a Laker now, so 2K is gonna show him even more love. And that card's going to be overpowered too. So he's going to be our power forward. Now at center, this was a little tricky too because like I said, there's a lot of good big men out there. You got Embiid, you got Cat, you got other big men like that. But we're going to go with Embiid just because I love his animations. His release isn't that bad either. And I'm assuming knowing 2K, he'll also have a 3-pointer. So he'll be our backup center. So that is going to be my 10-man rotation. Very easy. We got Lillard, we got T-Mac, Melo, KD, Porzingis, and then off the bench, we got Curry, Klay Thompson, you know, Paul George, Anthony Davis, and then Embiid. Now, the final 3 spots, I'm going to give it to players that might end up making the squad. We'll see what happens. But the first one is going to be Mr. Ruby Rex Chapman. And this card you actually end up getting from the token market, so I'll have to grind a little bit, but it shouldn't be too hard. He's a Ruby. He's going to be my backup, or my third, string shooting guard. He's really cheesy. I'm not too sure how cheesy they'll make him in 2K20, but in previous years, he's been one of the cheesiest cards. The only problem is he's a shooting guard only, so I won't be able to put him at point guard, so I don't know if I'll use him, but I'll have him on the squad for now. And then next up, we got ourselves another cheesy card that 2K just loves making really good, and that, of course, is going to be Jason Tatum. He's going to be also off the bench. We'll see if we use him. He ends up getting a heat check card, too. They really focus on that this year, too, which, hopefully they end up updating those, but knowing 2K, they might not. But he'll be on the squad as his emerald. He actually gets an emerald this year instead of a sapphire. And then the final spot is going to go to another big man, another one of the great big guys that we have, and also another player that 2K just loves, giving great animations to and everything. And that, of course, is going to be Ruby Katz. He's going to be our final piece to the Day 1 squad in NBA 2K20. So let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about my squad? Is it a W? Is it an L? What would you change? Who would you add? Who would you take away? Let me know down below in the comments. And then obviously let me know down below the top 3 cards that you're aiming to have in your squad Day 1 of NBA 2K20. But this right is going to be my squad. I think it's pretty good. We'll definitely be going 12-0 with this squad most likely. And then we'll keep upgrading it. I think Diamond Larry Bird is the first reward. So that's going to be insane. I can't wait to get that card. And then there's going to be so much grinding. I got to get that Galaxy with Dominique Wilkins. There's going to be so much to do. Day 1 of 2K20. Pretty much you're going to be busy week 1 because you got the D-Wade stuff. You got the, triple threat offline, you got unlimited, you got domination. There's so much to do. So hopefully you guys are ready. We're only a few days away and I'm ready. But that is gonna be the video. If you guys enjoyed it and you're ready for NBA 2K20, then do me a favor, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out these 2 videos that I uploaded. I ended up using the top 3 cards that you get for collecting all the cards in 2K20 in 19. Check it out, really good video. And then check out the last video that I uploaded where I ended up downgrading all my limited Galaxy Opal cards. Check out that video. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, hundreds on my bed, flexing with the bill. Roses in my wallet and I'm flexing it for real. Racks and racks and racks, I look like rookie of the year.